Before I start, if you enjoy these stories, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you would do if you were in my shoes. It was a chilly Thursday evening when I got the text. I almost didn't recognize her number because it was her way of hiding things. Even now, that thought makes my stomach turn. The message was short, almost casual. Can I come by? I need to see you. After a month apart, after weeks of silent nights and cold mornings, I froze. Part of me wanted to ignore it, to protect myself from more heartbreak. Another part, the part that still loved her, wanted to run to the door, to believe this was some kind of apology or reconciliation. I told myself I was imagining things. Maybe she missed me. Maybe she had realized the distance between us had grown too wide. But deep down, I knew better. The month apart had started with what I thought was a minor fight. We disagreed about something trivial, a forgotten anniversary, a missed dinner, the usual small frustrations that pile up quietly. But that night, her words cut differently. She said she needed space, that maybe we should see other people for a while. I was stunned, heartbroken, and confused. I begged her to stay, but she left. That was the start of our month-long silence. During those weeks, subtle signs gnawed at me. I noticed her social media activity, her sudden secrecy with her phone, the way she laughed a little too much at messages I couldn't see. I blamed myself at first, thinking maybe I had pushed her away, maybe I hadn't been enough. But the unease wouldn't leave me. And now, her text was back, pulling me into a storm I wasn't ready for. I paced the living room, trying to steady my thoughts. My heart raced as I heard the knock on the door. Soft, hesitant, but unmistakably hers. I opened it. There she was, looking different. Her eyes were tired, her smile forced. For a moment, I wanted to hug her, to pretend the month apart hadn't happened. But the look in her eyes stopped me. Something had changed. I wanted to talk, she said, voice trembling. Talk about what? I asked cautiously. After all this time, what is there left to say? She hesitated, glancing down at the floor. Then she spoke. I need to tell you something. Something I should have told you a long time ago. My stomach twisted. I wanted to step back, to brace myself for whatever was coming. And then it happened. I've been seeing someone, she admitted. The words hit me like a punch I didn't see coming. My hand shook. I felt a cold wave wash over me, freezing my thoughts. What? Was all I could manage. She nodded slowly. It started before we took this break. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I never wanted to hurt you. I stared at her, struggling to reconcile the woman I loved with the woman who could betray me. Memories I cherished, the late-night talks, the little jokes, the quiet mornings over coffee, all felt suddenly fragile, like they were built on sand. Every smile, every touch, now seemed tainted by secrets. For a moment, I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw things, to make her feel the agony I was drowning in. But instead, I just sat there, shaking my head, trying to breathe. I loved you, I whispered. I still do. But this changes everything. She reached for my hand, and I recoiled. Please, can we try to fix this? I shook my head slowly. I can't. I won't. I spent 30 years trusting you, and in 1 month, everything we had, everything I thought was real is gone. Her eyes filled with tears, and I saw the guilt etched into every line of her face. I saw her sorrow, her remorse. But sorrow cannot undo betrayal. I realized then that love alone isn't enough when trust is shattered. We sat in silence for a long time, the kind of silence heavy with memories, regret, and heartbreak. I thought of all the moments we shared, the promises we made, and how fragile they all had become. And in that silence, I felt something unexpected, clarity. I stood up, my voice calm but resolute. You need to go. I can't keep living in the ruins of what we had. You have to figure out what you want. And I need to figure out who I am without you. She didn't argue. She didn't cry out or beg. She just nodded, a quiet acceptance in her eyes. She turned and left, and with each step, the door closed not just on her leaving, but on a life I thought I would have forever. As I sat alone, The apartment felt emptier than ever. Yet in that emptiness, I felt a strange sense of peace. Pain and heartbreak were there, of course. They always would be. But so was the strength I had forgotten I possessed. I realized that walking away from betrayal isn't weakness. It's self-respect. It's the first step toward healing. Even now, when I replay that night in my mind, the ache of loss lingers, but it no longer paralyzes me. I think about the future, my life rebuilt, trust earned anew, and the slow reclamation of myself. Sometimes closure doesn't come from shouting, from fighting, or from grand gestures. Sometimes it comes quietly, in the decision to walk away, to honor your own heart, and to trust that the life ahead, though uncertain, can still hold love, hope, and authenticity.